So growing up, it was easy for us to make poor decisions. Grades, he basically told me, we can't work with you. And when he invited me to come talk to you guys, and he mentioned you guys were a young team, no seniors, correct? No seniors, a lot of juniors, sophomores, and freshmen. I said, perfect, perfect. All right, well, thank you. First of all, thank you guys for coming here. I know that you had a busy schedule right now. Season's about to start, but so thank you. Thank you to John, amazing coach, even better person, just by knowing him for a short period of time. And when he invited me to come talk to you guys, and he mentioned you guys were a young team, no seniors, correct? No seniors, a lot of juniors, sophomores, and freshmen. I said, perfect, perfect. We were poor growing up. No other options but to either sell drugs at the time, where I grew up at, or play sports. And that was the only, our only hope in, going to college or being successful. It wasn't to go, it was basically play sports, and that's our way to college. Because my mom didn't have money for us to, attend a university. So growing up, it was, easy for us to make poor decisions. We were basically labeled at risk of either going to prison or dying, just because we grew up in Hartford, Connecticut at the time. At risk of not graduating high school or not even going to college. So I ended up failing 2 classes as a freshman in high school. Failing 2 classes, hanging with the wrong people, and making poor choices. When I was a sophomore in high school, I had the head coach of UConn, Randy Etzel, come and visit me. Knocked on my door, said, Eli, we want to recruit you for football. Heard you're a great athlete. We want to see what you got. I'm only 15 at the time. I didn't know anything about college or being offered a scholarship. So when he came to talk to me, he didn't ask to see any game film. He didn't ask to see any game film, any highlight tapes. They didn't ask for my 40 time, how fast I could run. He asked to see my grades. My grades. So when when I showed him my grades, he basically told me, we can't work with you. We can't work with you because you failed 2 classes, and if you fail classes now, you're going to fail classes in college. So I took that to heart after that conversation. Took it to heart, went home. I told my mom, look, Mom, I'm going to college. Just straight like that, Mom, I'm going to college for free. At the time, we were living in a 2-bedroom apartment in Hartford, 2-bedroom apartment, and didn't have the space for a weight room, a weight set at that. So I said, Mom, this might sound crazy, but I need a weight set, right? I need a weight set. I don't want a cell phone. Everybody had a cell phone at the time. They didn't want a cell phone, no Sidekick, no anything. I want a weight set. But the problem was we didn't have anywhere to put it. So I said, you know what? Put it in the living room. Put it right in the living room and watch me work. So my mom took out all the furniture. So no sofas, no living room table, no TV. Basically, when you walked into our apartment, the first thing you saw was a weight set full of weights. And that was our living room for 2 years until I earned a scholarship to go to college for free. Got to college, had to start as a freshman. Had to start as a freshman versus Penn State, versus all the big schools, Penn State, Villanova, UCLA rather. I wasn't ready. I was not ready to start. Undersized, small, weak. Still had to do it though. I was telling seniors, how to perform. I was telling juniors how to work. It got to a point where in practice, our practice was harder than the game. And that's how it should be. Practice should be harder than the game. In practice, I used to run my drill. We have individual position drills. I used to run that drill. I used to be first in that drill every time. It didn't matter if you was a freshman, junior, senior, sophomore. I was going to go to work every single day. And it was my drill. And if I didn't like anyone's effort in that drill, oh, we were fighting. We were fighting because when you look at your sheet, right, In 1989, between 1989 and 2005, Temple sucked. Temple sucked, basically. They were almost kicked out of the conference because they lacked competitiveness, attendance, and facilities. So I hear people talk about facilities. I walk around here. This is great. You know, growing up, I had a living room, and I still worked hard. So it doesn't matter what facilities you have. It doesn't matter what gear you have, what brand name you have. It doesn't matter. All you need is a field and a ball, and get to work. That's all you need. So when I got there, it was our goal to turn this program around. Young or not, we're not waiting on no senior. If the senior's not stepping up, I'm taking over. If the junior's not stepping up, I'm taking over. And that's how it was for all 4 years I was there, because, guys, little do y'all know, it goes by fast. I wish I could come back and sit where you guys are at. It was the best 4 years of my life. And you'll say the same when you graduate. So don't waste no time. Don't waste no time. The following year, our defense was ranked 49th in the nation as opposed to 118th the previous year. We went from 118 to 49 in the year as a young team. Wait, despite this, it was clear that Temple's defense, despite their incredible youth, was the heart of their team. So despite being young, we still moved from 118th to 49th. And that was because we held everybody accountable. That was because we worked hard in practice. We held each other responsible for their actions. So basically, what I'm saying is, if someone was late, I got a problem with you. I'm calling you out in front of everybody. I don't have no friends. We could be friends off the field, but if you're late to practice or a meeting, or you joking around, you're not focused, I got a problem with that. And that's how everyone was. It got to get to a point for you guys. It doesn't matter the age. It doesn't matter. For you guys to have a great year this year, it got to go from being a coach-driven team to a player-driven team. So it got to get to a point where you got to hold your own meeting. You don't need Coach John. Tell Coach John to get out of here. Haley, run the team meeting. Get up here, say, yo, this is what we doing this week versus X opponent. Still left up to John. You guys got to work hard, run hard at practice, be here on time, do X, Y, Z. You won't be successful that way. It got to be player driven. That's how you get successful. That's how you go from 118th to 49th in the country. And it comes down to sacrifices too. It comes down to sacrifices. You only got 4 years. When I was in college, yeah, I partied. But at the same time, when it was, end of season time, I cut back just to get ready for the next game. When's the next game, by the way? Versus who? Did y'all beat them last year? Huh? The year before? The year before? Okay. So the game is on Sunday, right? Well, the game is today. The game is today. How you prepare. That's the game. How you take notes in practice. And film, watching film. That's the game. How you train in the facility. Don't matter the facility. That's the game. Everything you do up until the game is game day. That's how you got to treat it. Everything. Whether it's in school, whether it's in practice, that's how you got to treat it. And all the juniors and upperclassmen should be in the front row. That's how you control your team. Upperclassmen should control the team just that way. Haley, I saw you on the main page. So it should be like that. Sacrifices. So no partying. Honestly, for me, my last 3 years in college, my game day was the party. After the win, that's the party right there. Not going out, but, in the locker room, that's the party. I'm telling you, that's the party. Because when you look back, you want to look back and say, I gave it my all. I didn't waste an opportunity. I gave it my all. I sacrificed for my teammates, for my coach, for everyone who, loved me, who sacrificed for me to get to that spot. That's how you should treat it. And just going back to myself, in high school, that's the sacrifice my mom did. Allowing me to have a weight set in the living room. In college, not partying as much. In the NFL, playing through pain. Some people got to play through pain this year. We got a young team. That means some people will have to play through pain. That's just the fact. We need people here. So you have to play through pain. I remember I had a tryout with the Steelers. I used to play in the NFL, by the way, too. I had a tryout with the Steelers. Prior to that, I was on the Packers for training camp. I had a workout with the Steelers, and I was training at Hartford High training. And while I was training, I pulled my hamstring. No lie, 5 minutes later, the Steelers called me like, Eli, we want you here. Fly out tomorrow for a workout. I said, okay, no, I'll be there. I didn't know what I was going to do. I couldn't say no. I didn't know what I was going to do. I couldn't say no. So I wrapped my hamstring up, with ace bandage. Flew out to Pittsburgh. And I, honestly prayed that night, and I was committed to going first in every drill. Every drill. I wasn't going to let anyone outwork me. So I was going against two other guys. They were way bigger than me. They were about 350, 320. But the thing was, they was in Miami partying. In Miami partying, having a good time. Me, I'm at home training, waiting for an opportunity. So when that opportunity comes, I'm ready, hurt or not. After the workout, even being undersized, even being hurt, they still decided to, basically give me a contract on the team. Playing through pain, playing through being uncomfortable, because you will be uncomfortable this year. You will face many setbacks and adversity. Being a young team, all right, cool, that's a fact. That just means we got to work together, work harder as a team, the little things, holding each other accountable, working hard, playing through pain and injury. And also, just finish. We weren't talented in Temple. I wasn't even talented. I never had, I wasn't all-state, never made All-American, never had all the stats. But one thing was my effort. In everything, in every aspect. So, because when you have effort, you don't need talent. You don't need talent at all. If I'm a D lineman and the linebacker's behind me, I got to listen to his call. And it was my twin brother behind me making the calls in college. If I can't hear the call, I'm cussing him out. I need you to be louder. That's my twin brother. I'm cussing him out. I need you to be louder, because if I can't hear the play, I can't execute my assignment. So in soccer, we all got to communicate as well, right? Communication. Even if I had, a disagreement with one of my teammates, I let that go. And on the field, it was strictly, coming together, togetherness. So we could come to a common goal and win. And one more thing, age. I'm talking about age as well. Effort, finish. There's no age requirement for that. There's no age requirement for that. You don't need to be a junior or senior to finish, to work hard. You got to make up in your mind that, I'm not waiting no more. We're not wasting this year. I'm not wasting this year because we're young. I'm not wasting this year because, maybe we got to start a freshman. No, we're not waiting. We're going to make this year the best year. We're not waiting until next year till we're older. No. We're going to go out there and compete every single game this year. And it starts today, guys. It starts today. Because one year in Temple, when we didn't do that, it was death by inches. Death by inches. And we're close in every single game, but we just couldn't finish. Something would happen, like the last 4 minutes. Something would happen. We'll just lose. Or somebody will miss a block. It always seemed to work that way until everyone came together and was like, all right, cool, we're going to finish. We're going to step on their throat, and we're going to outwork everybody. So going back to adversity, playing for the Steelers for a year, got cut. Still had an opportunity to play in the NFL for the Atlanta Falcons. And while I was with the Falcons, I ended up getting a concussion, playing. I was chasing the quarterback, wasn't even helmet to helmet. Chasing the quarterback, hit him in his thigh, had a concussion. And I said, at that moment, do I tell the trainer or, do I hide it? Looking back, I should have told the trainer, but, being in the position I was, I decided to lie. And I didn't want to get cut. And fortunately, I did tell my mom, so she made me tell the trainer as well. So, a week later got cut. So now I'm back home. I'm back home in Hartford. I'm hurt. Nothing, no other plans, because I was playing football, my entire, life, from elementary school, college, NFL. What do I do now? What do I do when, things not going my way, or it didn't go as planned? My plan was, effort, finish, play in the NFL 10 years, retire, do whatever I had to do, but it just didn't work that way. So similar to sports, what do? Do you stop trying? Or do you finish until to the end of the game? Do you finish until basically your life is over? So I got into real estate after that point, and it's probably been the best thing ever for me. So now I'm real estate, I'm helping other kids, I'm a speaker, I'm a mentor as well. I still know other guys who, if they got cut from the NFL, they're still, still probably down, still depressed, not being able to bounce back. So it's important for you guys to, in the sports aspect to, if something happens, like during the game, not to point fingers, not to blame somebody else. That's when you're supposed to. It's hard enough to beat the other team. It's even harder when we arguing together. Squirt water in my mouth. This trainer squirted too much water in my mouth. I'm telling the trainer I don't even need 2 squirts. That's it. I need you on the same page, bro. Me and you. 2 squirts. That's it. Everybody got to be on the same page. So that's pretty much it, guys. And that's how you'll have a great season. And also, on the back of the page, is a goal sheet. I wrote this goal sheet when I was, say, 21. I accomplished every goal on this page when I was 21. Now, mind you, starting with goal number 1, graduated at 3.5. Boy, that was a goal. I wasn't the smartest in school. But I set a high goal. I said, you know what? Let me just try to get a 3.5 while playing Division I sport and graduating early. I was the only person on my team to graduate early. And at the top it says, the reason most people never reach their goals is that they don't define them or ever seriously consider them believable or achievable. Winners can tell you where they are going, what they plan to do along the way, and who will be sharing the adventure with them. So honestly, I'm going to come back again, guys, but everyone should have a goal. I still have goals on my wall at home. Just not, in the sports sense, but in life. It has to be written. It has to be written down. It has to be. And the team goal should be to win. The overall team goal, yeah, you're going to have individual goals. You're going to have personal goals as well, but the team goal should be to win. The outcome should be to win. And I'm telling you right now, out of all these goals on here, none of them require talent. Just effort and execution. So you just write down, some of your goals. Write it down. Even if it scares you, you should do it. I still write down goals, and it scares me to this day. Because if it was easy, then it's not a goal. Because you can accomplish it. It needs to be something that your wildest dreams, and then work towards that. Because even if you don't reach that goal, it'll make you a better person. It'll make you a better athlete. Even if you fall short. But if you never set that bar high enough, you'll never push yourself to a new limit, to a new athlete, to a new level of a soccer player at that. You'll never reach that level if you just play it safe or play it easy. So you got to be uncomfortable. You have to be uncomfortable. If you're not uncomfortable, there's no room for growth. There's no room for growth. There's no room for the team getting better. And that's it, guys.